What's good, everybody? It's your boy ShowTyme. Appreciate everybody checking in. Make sure I hit the like button. So, first of all, before we get down to business, big shout out to South Carolina Gamecocks. They got it done, undefeated, 30-0. Only happened 10 times in NCAA history. Don Staley is the truth. She was a great player when she was doing her playing time. She's a better coach, great leader, in a voice, one of the biggest voices in women's sports. Period. Now she said a couple things earlier in the week, wrote a lot of people wrong, as far as like the comments she made about the when the reporter asked about transgenders potentially like participating in women's sport. A lot of people wanted her to stand up for the women, same way she did with the volleyball incident between Duke and BYU. She counseled the BYU South Carolina basketball game because what happened for us the volleyball situation when supposedly a girl from the BYU used a racial slur against a female in Duke. So they expected her to do the same. She didn't do it. That is that. And I strongly disagree with I feel like she should have stood up for the women. Just like you're gonna stand up for that, you gotta stand for the women. But let's get to this though. One thing I can't say about her, she's not a hater. Dawn Staley is not a hater in my opinion. She came out early this week. Now, some people didn't agree with what she said as far as like the Caitlin Clark the GOAT status. She came out and said that you can't be the GOAT without championships. Now, Dick Vitale, he comes out and said that's absolutely not true. Championships don't define you as the GOAT. And I hate when people do that because that used to be the thing though. Like if you a great individual player, you should be able to that should be able to you should be able to elevate your play on the players around you. Great players elevate their teams. You should win championships when you're a great player. You elevate your team, you make players around you better. And championships do define greatness. If you don't have championships, you can't be the GOAT. So I absolutely agree with Don Staley for that. Now, one thing about her though, despite her saying what she said, she also gave Caitlin Clark her flowers though.
I really would just like to say that I have to congratulate Iowa on an incredible season. Awesome. And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport. And it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the number one pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
She said that after the game, gave Caitlin Clark her flowers, said she's actually one of the GOATs. And that's what I expect from the older women. I understand they're going to be a little competitive. But I want to see, because of the way that the game is not all the way accepted, it's just now getting the attention. It's just now getting the respect after all these years. I think these older women say, hey, mentor these younger women, open them up in arms, and understand something. We're looking to support your sport. Don't run us away by downplaying the women and mistreating the women. Feel like they don't deserve to be in your league when we watching them, because we believe they do deserve to be in your league and we trying to support. So now here goes another evidence of older women. Well, I'm gonna say older woman, a legendary woman, legendary basketball player, Lynette Woodard. She is now double talking a little bit, and a lot of people not feeling it. So before Caitlin Clark got her, before she accomplished and dethroned her from the scoring record, on the Iowa versus Ohio State game, she was interviewed, and the reporter asked her about Caitlin Clark breaking her record. Now, this is what she said.
I am with one of the basketball greats who Caitlin Clark's record has been broken by, Lynette Woodard. Such a pleasure to chat with you. And Lynette, as you watched Caitlin start to chip away at your record and break it the last time out, what were your thoughts?
You know, it's just a great time for women's basketball. Caitlin is leading the way. As she was chipping away, I said records are made to be broken, but also they're made to be honored. And because of her, my records are being honored. She's gone beyond that now. She's gone beyond Pete. Look, I came in this game knowing that she had 18 points to get. I had 19, but I had no more playing time. So hopefully.
So now you heard what she said right there. She pretty much was class act about it, and she gave Caitlin Clark her flowers, and she congratulated her on getting the record. Now, a day or two ago, she's at the press conference, and she made some comments that opened up a lot of people's eyes.
I am the hidden figure, but no longer now. My record was hidden from everyone for 43 years. 43 years. I don't think, I'll just go ahead and get the elephant out of the room. I don't think my record has been broken because you can't duplicate what you're not duplicating. And so unless you come with a men's basketball and a 2-point shot, hey, you know. But just for you, so you can understand, so you can help me spread that word.
Now, my take is this, man. I think that's just feel like it's a little disingenuous. I mean, you don't go on national TV and say, just congratulate her and you happy. You know, records are meant to be broken. And then you turn around and say you trying to move the goalpost. This is just done with a basketball. And, you know, and I said, a lot of people say, well, it was in different times. There wasn't a 3-point shot. Well, here's the thing. That's not Caitlin Clark's fault. It's just like when LeBron broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record. A lot of people say, oh, Kareem didn't shoot threes. Well, LeBron broke the record. I mean, that's not LeBron's fault that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't shoot threes. LeBron broke it, and we have to move on. Record, like she said in the first video, records are meant to be broken. She didn't. It's like she's not honoring Caitlin Clark for breaking her record, you know. And this record hasn't been talked about for years. And some people feel like, hey, Caitlin Clark just shining light on a record that hasn't been talked about in years. So in a way, that kind of helped Lynette Woodard out, because now the people that didn't get to watch her, they're now researching her, looking at her highlights now. Now they're gonna honor her. See, you gotta understand, you're never left out. They are the pioneers. They had to crawl for Caitlin Clark to walk. So they should never look at it as if, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't look down on her and make it feel like you're not going to come up in here and just going to take over our game. No, you shouldn't look at it like that. I think she's a nice young lady. She don't come off like some kind of cocky player. Now, she talk trash on the court. That's on the court. But see, look what I'm saying, like cocky. Feel like I'm going to come here and I'm going to, day one, I'm going to take over your leagues, and nothing you're going to do about it. I haven't heard her say anything like that. She giving everybody respect. So for Lynette Woodard and Donzie Taras and all these people to come at her like that, that's kind of weird. And I'm going to tell you what's crazy. This is even more crazy right here. Now, I understand it's competition. I'm not mad about that. They even got the Phoenix Mercury posted this today. Like they are looking forward to this matchup. Donzie Taras versus Caitlin Clark. Now, people that don't know, the Indiana Fever has the #1 pick in the WNBA draft. And they're likely going to take Caitlin Clark. So they already got the tickets. See, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all see, this one I think, the WNBA, they doing a good job marketing this already. you got to market this the right way, and a lot of people gonna watch this game. The GOAT versus this is how you market right here. And of course, I expect these older women to go at the rookies. That's how it's supposed to go. That's nothing wrong with that on the court. My issue is not on the court. What happens on the court is on the court. You know what I'm saying? That's when you in between them competitive lines. You're supposed to go at each other. I mean, it's a difference between, giving fair criticism, fair critique, and then also hating. I feel like they're throwing way too much. It's way too much shade been thrown in Caitlin Clark way. From Cheryl Swoop. I mean, she just straight up hating on Caitlin Clark for no reason. I mean, come on. Y'all supposed to be the OGs, man. Now some people feel, and I saw a couple comments like, oh, well, she gave Donna Taurasi gave fair critique. I mean, if you want to say bye-bye, telling Angel Reese bye-bye to your career, that critique, man, that's something wrong with you. Something serious wrong with you. Because that's definitely not fair critique. That's hate. Sorry. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Get in the comment section, light it up.